In today's video, I'm going to be discussing the all-important $200 raise to Social Security, including but not limited to Social Security retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, spousal, and SSI beneficiaries. Is it really starting in April? Well, that's a good question and exactly what I'm going to clarify for you right here in the video, as I've seen this question coming up time and time again down below in the comment section. So that's the focus. Let's get right into it. All right, now this is a very important topic and a hot button issue that I've seen showing up down below in the comment section that I do want to focus on, and this is something we've heard about for about a year and a half since it was reintroduced by Bernie Sanders and a few of his buddies out of the Senate, represented by the Social Security Expansion Act. Now, to be 100% fair, we originally heard this well over 4 years ago, back in March of 2020, when a small group of Democratic senators came out and said, hey, let's implement a $200 temporary raise to Social Security benefits. Now, obviously, that never happened, but that is what started this whole $200 discussion. And then again, it went away for a while, but about a year and a half or so, give or take a little bit, Bernie Sanders and some of his buddies, again, in the Senate, came back and reintroduced this in the Social Security Expansion Act, which is a pretty pivotal piece of legislation that is currently out there right now in the possession of lawmakers. However, you probably already know all this because I've shared these details with you before in other videos. However, a question that I get literally on a daily basis down below in the comments section from those of you here in the community reaching out asking what's going on with the $200 raise. Have they approved the $200 raise? When did the $200 raise pass? When will I get the $200 raise? Again, is it starting in April? The list goes on and on. I get questions like this all the time, every day. I see these questions coming in. And again, rightfully so. Many of you here in the community need additional money. We've talked about all the details of Social Security and fixed income benefits administered by the Social Security Administration many times before in other videos, and we completely know and we all agree the same thing. Benefits are falling behind. They have not kept up with real inflation. They fall behind with the COLA. It's simply not enough. Beneficiaries need more. Beneficiaries are living below the federal poverty line. Again, the list goes on and on. We know how this situation works. It's a rough situation out there. Prices are very high. Your purchasing power of your benefits have depleted over the last couple years, as in the amount of goods and services you can get for your benefit today is significantly less than what you could, say, 4 years ago, or even back in 2019 before all of this whole mess started, years ago. As a result of that, this is exactly where the $200 raise comes in, which, by the way, here's what I would say about this. If they were to do the $200 raise, that's kind of old news at this point. Here's the thing. The $200 should realistically be more like $300, maybe $350, maybe even $400. Why? They keep jacking us up with all these price increases and everything like this. Why wouldn't the raise go up as well, right? Again, why is that staying stagnant or static? Why is it staying the same? Meanwhile, all of these other requests out there for prices and goods and services and things like this continue to go up. Do you see what I'm saying here? So if that's going to be the case, then why wouldn't they raise the $200 to maybe, I don't know, $250, $300, $350, $400? You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of interesting how the raise wants to stay the same, but yet they keep demanding more from us out of our pockets when we want to buy something. See how that works? Yeah, interesting double standard. So anyway, sorry, I digress for just a second. All right, so here's the deal. I've seen this question coming up so many times before down below in the comments section. Again, coming up all the time here. I want to focus on the details of this. So I've had a number of people coming in, reaching out, asking, what's going on here? When do we get it? Is it really starting in April? I've heard that it's coming this month for April. What's going on here? Okay. Again, that's what I want to focus on, which, by the way, really fast here, if you're enjoying this video or any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Totally free to do so. And also share this video with your friends on social media. As I've said before in thousands of videos, I'm your daily advocate. I'm here to help you out in any way that I can. I'm here to bring you the latest details as the information is hitting the wire, to go through all the details about Social Security, the legislation, the bills, packages, proposals, everything like that. I want to help you out in any way I can, and especially this year, an election year, it's very busy, right? We've heard a lot of things going on. So anyway, I'm here for you. Please subscribe down below. All right, so here's the situation. As far as April goes, the Social Security Expansion Act, that one piece of legislation has not passed through Congress yet. However, when it comes down to the $200 raise, could they do this with a standalone bill? The answer is, yeah, they could do it in a standalone bill. However, that's not how it's being introduced right now. It's being introduced / being pushed in Congress as the Social Security Expansion Act, okay? That has not passed, and the $200 per month raise has also not passed yet. So with that being said, is it coming in April? The simple answer is No, unfortunately it's not, okay? Now again, I know that's not what you want to hear, but again, I've said it before in other videos, I'm here to bring you honest, accurate, reliable, and transparent information every single day, no matter what, even if it is information you may not want to hear sometimes, because here's the thing, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's coming tomorrow, watch your bank account, deposits coming in. It's not happening. So why would I say that? It's dumb. I wouldn't say that because it's not true, okay? So again, that's what I'm telling you right now, okay? The $200 raise is not happening as of right now. However, I've said this before and I'm going to say it again really quickly. Obviously, this is an election year. Do you think this is going to be something that comes up? Yes, 100% for sure. I've seen it come up a couple times, but it has not been like widespread across the headlines like we've seen it before, okay? I'm continuously watching this and I will continue to give you all the details as I get them. But do you think maybe before November comes in, do you think certain people in Congress are going to come out and say, hey, maybe we should pass the Social Security Expansion Act? And then maybe other people in Congress will say, hey, maybe we shouldn't, right? Do you think that's all going to be on purpose? Yes, 100% it is. Why? Do you think they might even come together on a vote on it? Maybe. They might bring it to the floor, probably in the Senate, because the Senate is Democratic controlled, right? In the House, it's Republican controlled. Do you think they'll bring it to the floor in the House? Probably not. Would they bring it to the floor in the Senate? Probably, because this was brought up by the Democrats in the Senate. They may bring it to a vote in the floor, on the floor in the Senate, just to bring lawmakers on record of, hey, look at this guy. He voted for it. Hey, look at this guy. He didn't vote for it. You know what I mean? Just to put them on record so they can point the finger. That's literally what it's about, right? It's a finger-pointing activity, okay? So again, I know it sounds ridiculous, like, are these like first graders or something? Well, they're not, but they have the mentality of, right? So that's what I'm saying here, is we need to continue watching this. And again, I'm not saying that's not going to pass forever. I don't know. I don't know the situation. I don't know if lawmakers are going to pass this. However, I've said it before in other videos, and I want to say this really quickly. Here's what I would anticipate, and I'm still holding true to this, okay? Here is what I think would happen when it comes down to this. I do think lawmakers would go through the piece of legislation that are currently out there in Congress right now and cherry pick out the best provisions with all of them, package them together in a new piece of legislation, and that is what they would work on, okay? I don't know if that's going to happen. That's just what I anticipate. Here's why I think that. The legislation that's currently out there, there's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of good provisions, I should say. Are any of the pieces out there right now the best? No. In my honest opinion, I don't think any of them are perfect. That's my opinion. Who cares about my opinion? I'm just saying, just being honest with you here, okay? I don't think any of them are perfect. However, I do think some of them come pretty close. I do think there are good provisions out there. Here's what I would anticipate. They go through all the pieces, they cherry pick out 3, 4, 5, 6 different provisions, maybe something like that. They package it together in a new piece of legislation, and then that is what they would get the attention of lawmakers. Does that make sense? From both sides of the aisle, by the way. Does that make sense? So anyway, long story short, I hope this gives you information on the $200 per month raise, where we currently stand as of right now. No, unfortunately, it is not happening as of now for April. But again, we'll see here. I have no clue what they're going to do going forward. We just need to take this one day at a time here and see what they talk about, what's being introduced, what's being discussed in the headlines, things like this. And of course, I'll bring it to your attention. So again, subscribe down below if you haven't done so. Share the video with your friends on your social media and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the video library or those that I've hand selected for you down below in the description or at the top of the comment section. And until next time, enjoy your day. Take care. Have a good one. And I'll catch you again later in the